All right, y'all. Today we are going to be working on Facebook Marketplace finds part 2, and this is going to be with the number 2 MM80. I have number 1 right here, and the reason why I'm choosing to start with this one is because I'm going from easiest to hardest. So the easiest one was the wheel tree, and it only required a clutch and a manual brake caliper. This one I'm considered to be the second hardest because it starts, but it has a lot more issues and is a lot uglier than that one is. So let's get with it and start going over the issues that I've seen so far. So the first issue is the clutch, as I guess somebody was working on it and they took it apart, so I can't really verify if it works. I have the pieces to make it work, but I can't verify that it works. The chain is fried. I used my coil and it's fried, so it needs a chain. The seat, I'm not sure how it looks under this seat cover. I bought both of these from the same person, so I'm thinking they bought two because they had 2 kids and they need to tell the difference between each bike for each kid. So I hope that the seat cover under this is perfect, but I'm kind of scared to take it off. That's probably the last thing I do is see what's under this seat cover. What else? The brake works. The throttle does not work at all. But the good thing is that the tires are in good shape, plenty of tread. It's not cracked. The forks are not bent, which is rare. And the rear brake actually does work. I think it needs some brake pads, but the rear brake works. So, oh, and last but not least, the motor actually runs. So let me see. As y'all can see, where's the exhaust? This is cold. Cold. Has not been started up in like 4 days. And this is the gas that came in. Let me see. Key on. Make sure that's back. Yeah, I should have took the clutch off. Yeah. Well, used to start. Oh, ha, kill switch. So it runs. So I think the first thing we are going to do is the clutch and the throttle. And here I got these off of Amazon. I have a brand new clutch, 5/8 bore, the same one I used on the rear tree. I have new 35 chain with 2 master links, because the DB30 also does not have a chain on it, and I don't know the condition of that chain, but I should be able to make 2 chains out of this. I have a new throttle, new cable, and the holder. So that should be everything that I need to get this to be a functioning MM80. I'm going to go ahead and throw on everything, and I will be back with all that's done, and it should be a riding functional MM80. Alright, so here you see a finished but untested MM80. So I think I fixed all the problems that we had because there's no more parts left on my parts table. So we have a new clutch, 5/8 bore, I think 11T or 12T, new chain, new master link. We have a new throttle, and you can see that it works. The old cable is completely, like, I guess it's frozen or rusted inside. It does not move at all. And then we have a working brake. I put new brake pads in there, adjusted a little bit, and we have a brake that works. So now let's start it up and let's see, make sure that everything works. So make sure I turn on the kill switch this time. Like I said, everything is cold. So let's see how this goes and make sure that everything works, because in theory it works. So the throttle works, the brake works, the clutch works, chain is doing good. All right, so now, and I will put a link in the description for all the parts for the chain, the clutch, the throttle, all that stuff. I will put a link in the description below. So basically, out of all the things that I bought for $100, I bought basically 4 things. No, 5. 2, 3. No, yeah, 3 mini bikes. Yeah, so basically $20 each is what the starting value is. So $20 plus $5 plus $20 is what, $45, and whatever the chain is. I'll put the total cost on the screen somewhere of what I have in this MM80, and I'm thinking I'm gonna try to get at least $200. Depends on how good they clean up. I'm trying to get at least $200 out of these. So I'll be back. All right, so it's the next day. So let's get this MM80 down and let's take it for its first ride and make sure everything functions as it should. There's no spring on that kickstand. Let's zip tie this kickstand so it ain't dragging. All right, so everything is cold, of course. It's the choke on. Put it on choke. All right, let's take it for a ride. What's going on here? I guess the motor's still cold. Yeah, she runs pretty good. Now I will say that the RT 100, the RT 100 definitely feels better, but it's also a 4-year newer bike with way less time on it. So like I said, I'm 220 pounds, and this just pulled me just fine. So you put an 80-pound, kid on this, and I'm sure it'll fly. So this is pretty much done. I need to take it and clean it up real good, change the oil on it, and I may take that seat cover off. Yeah, let's take the seat cover off and let's see how the material is under it. I've been pretty curious about the condition under the seat cover. So let me not cut the fabric of the seat. Like I said, either this is going to be in good shape or it's going to be in terrible shape. I think terrible shape is looking like terrible shape. I don't have nothing to sit y'all on. Is it terrible? Maybe not terrible. So it's not in terrible shape. Let me get my vinyl cleaner real fast. Let's clean this up and let's see what kind of shape is really in. So for this seat, I'm going to be using 2 products. I'm going to be using the 303 multi-surface cleaner, and I'm going to be using the 303 aerospace UV protectant. And I'm just going to take this, give it a little shake. I'm just using an old microfiber. And I might clean this twice. Make sure I get the dirt. Oh, this is in pretty good shape. Is that tape? What is that? See, already that has made a huge difference. So yeah, so I'm thinking that the seat was, I'm thinking both of these were bought for siblings, and they must have got to fighting over whose bike was whose. So they put the stars on one sibling's seat so they could distinguish which bike was whose. Because this seat is in perfect condition. So once I wipe it off with the cleaner, I'm gonna use the UV aerospace protectant. And that's probably way too much, but get a good coating on it. Yeah, this seat is literally like straight out the box perfect. Like, it's a shame the rest of the bike doesn't look this good. Well, it doesn't look this good yet. But I want to see how the seat was, and it is better than what I ever would have thought. So it is in excellent condition. I think this is tape. I'll try to get that off later, but man, that cleaned up. Just some more tape, just as perfect as it could. So that is a W for the buyer. Now I need to try to get the rest of the bike up to snuff to look half as good as what the seat looks. Now, so far in this one, basically the bike was $25 once you take the split. Clutch was $20. Brakes was like $10. And that's pretty much it. So whatever that is, I put it on the screen. So I'm gonna try to get, once I clean this up, I'm gonna try to probably list it for $250, probably take $200. So like the tires are in good shape, not dry rotted, no cracks, plenty of tread. So now I just need to clean this up, try to make some of this look halfway decent. Like if I can make it look as good, half as good with the seat looks, I'll be in good shape. So MM80 number 2 is good to go. Just need to clean it up. The next one is going to be MM80 number 1, and this one will not run through the carb off gas, but it runs with lighter fluid. And I don't know if the clutch works. I think the brake works. So, you know, we're going to get started on that one. But if you want to see what I did on the RT100, you can look in this playlist, Marketplace Finds, and see the RT100. And like I said, the MM80 number 2 is good to go. It needs to be cleaned up. And then like I said, Black Friday, Thanksgiving, I'll post them up for sale. And hopefully some people want to buy them for their kids or for themselves. Adults, you can buy for yourself. Put a 212 in it, had the time of your life. So until next time, always remember, think, build, enjoy. Peace. And the parts that I used in this video and the other videos will be in the video descriptions.